Hello everyone, I am Nurse Patience. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about 11 tips of maintaining a healthy and a sweet smelling vagina. If you are new to this new YouTube channel, please kindly hit the subscribe button to help you get notification from us whenever a new video is up. And also, if you're a returning viewer to this channel, thank you. I am super grateful. So, back to the topic of this 11 tips of maintaining a healthy, a clean, and a sweet smelling vagina. You'd agree with me that some ladies are sort of shy when their partner is trying to go down on them. And with these tips, you would be able to build your confidence, or will I say, stay comfortably when the time arises for such an event to happen. So, the first tip I'll be sharing here is one, don't double dip. Okay? By don't double dip, I mean do not allow your partner, because the vagina has a different flora or bacteria than what we have in the rectum and in the anus. So don't allow your partner to go from the back to the front. It is very wrong and is unhygienic. Please don't do that, so that you won't end up infecting yourself, because with double dipping, going from back to front, there is a high possibility of such an individual getting vaginal infection, bacterial infection to be precise. Then another one is use breathable cotton underwears. Some of you, or so many ladies like putting on nylon pants. It is not good. With nylon pants, the air that is supposed to get to your vagina does not get to it, and even to the anus too. With this breathable cotton underwear, you are able to keep yourself free from growing microbes, because there is air and that place is well aerated, and also it produces a good smell when you use breathable underwear, cotton to be precise. So today, if you are watching this video and you don't use cotton underwear panties, please try and get yourself some, because it will help you. Do that and thank me later. The next thing is you have to clean and swipe your vagina, or will I say vulva now. The vulva is the external genitalia, those organs that are surrounding the vagina itself should be properly cleaned. You notice that there's something like a bridge down there. You first start your cleaning from the labias. We have the labia majora and the labia minora, then the clitoris. You clean from the labia majora to the labia minora, then you clean the clitoris. We all know that the fourth tips I will sharing here is the vagina is self-cleaning like an oven. And what I mean by this statement is the vagina have an acidic pH. Okay, its pH is very low, and with this low pH, it discourages the growth of any form of bacteria. And the reason why the vagina is like that is, if the pH increases, say for example it becomes neutral, lots of bacteria would come attacking the vagina, and we don't want bacteria to start growing there. It's a very clean place, so we have to guard it and protect it. The next tips here, which is the fifth, is pee after sexual intercourse, and also wash yourself after sexual intercourse. It is very important. Don't keep your urine after a sexual intercourse, because the longer you keep your urine, the more bacteria tend to build up in your bladder, and once you start having UTI, it will also affect your vagina, and it will even affect your performance on in bed too. Then the next tips I'll be sharing here now is, when you are seeing your menstrual cycle or your period, try to change your pad or tampon regularly. It would really help you. It has health wise benefit, and also it has a general benefit to you, because when your tampon is soiled and you don't change it, you tend to feel uncomfortable. You would not be comfortable sitting on a pad that is filled with blood. Let's say you've gone with it from morning to evening and you've not changed it. Sister, it is wrong. Try to change your pad regularly. The next one is, do not use scented products for washing your vagina. Most of us are of the habit that when I use perfume, don't spray perfume on your vagina. Please, I'm begging you. Don't use harsh soap, because these are not what will really keep the vagina clean per se. You can't use the soap you use to bath your general body. Let's say you are using a very harsh medicated soap, or whichever bleaching agent you are using to bathe, then you are using that same product on your vagina. You are killing yourself gradually. You don't need those products. All you need to do is those products that you use for your armpits, for your body generally, to make sure that it is properly washed, like thoroughly washed. You don't use it for your vagina. Please, if you have to do that, get a soap that is very mild, and you don't really need a soap that smells so nice for you to be able to wash and keep that place clean. The next thing is, when swiping your vagina, please, you swipe from front to back. Most people of the habit that when they go to defecate or when they use the restroom, before they when they want to swipe, they start from, let's say you get a tissue paper, you then swipe from back to front. You are doing it the wrong way. You are to start from front to back. The idea behind this is, you don't want, the feces you are passing has its own bacteria, because it's a waste product that the body is letting go of, and you now trying to take some of those waste products to the front side would actually affect you, because as it's going from back to front, there are remnants of those bacteria that are trying to look for where to hide, and immediately they've gotten a place and they would go and feast on your vaginal walls, and you don't want that. When you swipe from back to front, there's a high tendency of you always treating vaginal infection, which is very wrong. It could be yeast infection, and we know yeast infection is not very good. As a lady, if you have yeast infection, it could be that one of the things you are not doing is you are swiping from back to front, or you are double dipping, which is very wrong. And I've also clarified that from the first point I gave. The ninth point is, never dodge. Please don't dodge. Don't dodge. By dodge are antiseptic, or those high fragrance smelling, it could be product, it could be soap, it could be whatever. These things are harmful. Don't dodge. Keep yourself natural. Always wash as much as you can, but don't dodge. Then another thing is, the 10th point or tips now that I'll be sharing is, choose your pad or tampon wisely, because for me, I have, growing up, I have this experience. I'm not going to put out the name of this particular product I used that I actually reacted to. Then I discussed with some of my other friends and colleagues. Then they have the same complaint or concern about this particular product, and it was a pad then that it produced hair. I don't want to call the name of the pad, but when you are choosing your pad, make sure you choose the one that is best for you, because there are some pad that are very harmful. You can imagine a girl going to get a pad, and after using it for a period, she first when I used this particular pad, I started having irritation. It was irritating my thigh, it irritated my thigh, it irritated those places down there. And also, it's have a way of making me feel, there's a way I felt using it. I was not just comfortable, like it causes itching. I kept scratching. It's very wrong. So please, when we are using when we are choosing our pad, please let's do that wisely. Use what you are comfortable with. All those new products that are coming, well, they are good, they might be cheap, but if there's a particular product you have been using and it have been good, please stick to it. You don't need to be changing and changing and changing, because some of those pads, there are chemicals they use to it that can actually distort your hormonal balance, and you wouldn't want that. The last point I'll be sharing here is wash your hand before sex. I know so many people will be like, what's this lady saying? What was she saying? But we know that this hand is one major thing that when it's time for intimacy, you don't know where the hand is going to. You don't know where your hand will be going to. You don't know where his hand is going to. So before doing that, always try to wash your hand. I hope these 11 tips I've shared here have been useful to you. If there's anything you want to ask or you want to further know about, please you can do that on the comment section. And also, if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you soon. Thank you.